tell us your experience writing a CV. How long did it take you, first of all?
So it took me about, I would say, a week, a bit less than a week, maybe 5-6 days.
How much work in total? Because 5-6 days, obviously you weren't working 8 hours a day on work.
No. I was probably maybe doing half an hour to an hour, it depends, a day. So that's probably like 3-4 hours in total,
right.
maybe. Yeah, like I said, thankfully I didn't have to do the whole the whole template myself, because you can get various templates online, or as well, even if you have Word, they have quite a few templates. So that was probably the first 15 minutes of my first day was just looking for a template that I thought looked good. And
what were you looking for in that template?
Just something that would show all my details, and something that wasn't too flashy, something that was kind of simple-ish and quite easy to read, I guess, because I didn't want something to have loads of, there was these ones that had loads of symbols and loads of drawings that looked cool, but A, was a waste of space, frankly, and B, was it's just not necessary. I feel like on a CV you kind of just want to have the vital information, and that's pretty much it. No?
I agree, but we're talking about you. We'll come to my tips later on.
Okay. Sorry. And so that's the first thing I did, and then I kind of did a bit of research, watched a few YouTube videos as well, and asked the ChatGPT what kind of the general consensus was on what should be on your CV, what shouldn't be on your CV, what's important, what's not important, and then I kind of just left it there for the first day, to be honest, because I was like, oh, I'm tired of this, and I just moved on.
Right.
And the next day I started
actually holding it down. And right, exactly. So it totally took you, like you said, a week, so maybe what, 15 to 20 minutes every day?
Yeah, half an hour to an hour, more or less.
Every day?
I think, yeah, the first day was closer to an hour because I was more motivated, and then also it depended on the days that I had, because some days I had a lot of classes, so I was I didn't really feel like spending a lot of time. But yeah, around half an hour to an hour.
All right, sounds good. Sounds like a good starting point. Mm-hmm. You got to bear in mind that this first CV you're going to do, if it works out okay, if you're satisfied with it, I've seen it. I think it looks pretty good for a first one. Is going to serve you as a template for every other CV that you ever. So if you keep that CV as at least for the foreseeable future, you spend quite a few hours working on it. You're satisfied with it. Now all you have to do is tweak it for the next jobs that you apply for, for the jobs that you apply for. So it's worth taking that one, a long time for the first CV that you create.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I agree.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What about the layout? What are your suggestions? What have you seen regarding the layout? I mean, obviously you haven't applied to jobs yet, so you don't really know if it's going to work.
I have applied. I just haven't got anything back because it's the weekend.
Oh, you've applied already?
Yeah,
you've applied already.
I've applied to like 12 places so far.
Really? Oh, well, I didn't know that. Good for you. Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so you have applied to jobs. You've created your first CV. Right now is the reality. Once you start getting feedback, you'll know if your CV is working. Okay?
Exactly. Yeah.
Depends on the kind of job that you're applying for. That CV will serve well or not, and then you can start looking for there. Mm-hmm. Through there, taking it from there. But for now, you've created a first solid CV that states, what have you put in that CV? Tell me.